And good evening, folks. I'm the voice of Dog. With me is Raucus. Hello.
Howdy, folks.
We're here with Un Pueblo de Nada, the interlude between Act 4 and 5 for Kentucky Route Zero. We've got a lot of questions to answer tonight. Will we see Conway again? I wonder.
How much of him will be left?
I have to, and I have kind of prepared myself for the possibility that he's just gone and we can't find him again. And if we did see him, we wouldn't know, we wouldn't recognize him.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you've been sitting on that cliffhanger since whenever Act 4 came out.
Yep. Not late, am I? Who is this person? Late for... Oh, sorry, I'm Maya. Right, the traveling artist. Welcome. I'm Emily. I, work here. Great. Rita says you're the producer. Oh, did she? Haha, I guess so. I do a little bit of everything.
Oh, no.
Do you think this is the TV station?
The TV station, maybe?
Yeah. That's where my money's on. Because I kind of figured we were gonna jump to that after all the talk from it last act. No, I don't live in town. I just come in to work on the station. Really? That's quite a hike, isn't it? I know some shortcuts. I wonder what her deal is. I could have phrased that differently. Oh. Well, I'm an artist. I work with earth. I'm kind of an earth sculptor. I make stuff that looks a lot like the mounds you have here in town. Oh, the burial mounds? Yeah, that's why I came down here, to see them up close and make some sketches. They're amazing, right? They make me uncomfortable, to be honest. It seems kind of weird to build a town in a graveyard. Sure, every town has a graveyard, but usually the town comes first. I'll check if Rita's ready. You just hang out back there somewhere. We'll let you know when it's time to come on set. Is this one of the Bureau spaces?
Maybe.
This is probably one of their spaces.
Emily was part of that trio, right?
Yeah, actually.
And the fella on the left of the text box there.
That looks like Bob.
Yeah. And then I guess you got the ball cap in the back there. Oh, there's a new interface.
Ben and Bob.
So these folks are... Alright, so that's where they've been from this whole time. Oh, hey, look, Cyrano's here.
Cyrano's here?
To help with the weather report. Elmo, that's new.
This is a really cool setup here.
The cursor is giving me Seventh Guest flashbacks.
Yeah, I'm like trying to wave it around.
VDB? Oh, Video Data Bank. Yeah.
So much of archiving is just playing hide and seek with the weather.
Oh man, yeah, physical archiving. I can't even imagine what that would have been like. Slow-mo crow.
Slow-mo crow. Keep up the good work, Mo. You keep
your
punching.
Video board up.
You keep pinching those chyrons up.
You got our new graphics package for me, Crow? Yeah, you do. You're a good crow.
Oh my god, this diagram back there.
I'm having a hard time seeing it.
Yeah,
Hold
I'm
on.
kind of squinting. It's
looks like a circuit map.
It's a circuit. Yeah, I was like struggling to find the right word for it, and like I don't understand these anymore. Well, I never understood them really. I'm not an engineer. Hey.
Oh yeah. How the set has just been hiding over in this corner the whole time. I guess we're the camera op.
Yeah, I guess Emily operates the camera.
I thought we were Maya.
No, we're Emily, I think.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
As a look outside. Gross. Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. Saturn is in retrograde. What does that even mean?
That shit.
That's astrology, right?
Yeah, I don't know what Saturn is supposed to mean, but I got enough friends who blame like everything on like, oh, Mercury's in retrograde right now, so like stop, don't, fucking don't. I do like that I can hear like the rain on the tin roof, and it sounds really good.
Yeah.
The sound design in this game has just been kind of stellar, like through and through.
I'm dropping some frames, but I'm gonna keep going because this game doesn't have a lot of frames. Well, I mean it does, but they're very subtle frames.
Artistic frames, subtly artistic.
Okay, in 3, 2. Hi, it's Rita. This is your evening broadcast 8192. Wow, it's really raining out there. Damn, I can hear it from here. We have a few leaks. Put some pots and bowls underneath them. Thanks, Ron, for lending us your extra pots and bowls. Hope you had a good day despite the weather, although it was really nice earlier, right? I had a good day today. I met a new friend. She's going to join us in about a minute or so. Maybe you saw her earlier around lunch, or if you didn't meet her, then you'll meet her in a minute. Or if you met her already, but you still want to hang out, I'm sure there's plenty that we can talk about. Wow, so this 8192, is that Emily? What is she talking about?
Yeah.
That's a lot of broadcasts. I came in around the 5s, so I've only been around for half of them. And back then in the 5s, let's see, I did Night Noise, and we had the Swap Show and the Bird Show, and people were just coming in and dropping off tapes all the time, and now, well, now it's just the evening broadcast. But it's not like, I'm not saying we're in decline or anything like that. I love the evening broadcast. I think it was the first show we had on here.
Oh, right. They were talking about how the power company was like...
How Consolidated Power was... Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the first community show, yeah.
I like the middle one.
Yeah, me too. The last one is too sinister.
Yeah.
Before that, it was just security footage from the woods. I watch a stream where this guy has been... He always, before he plays a game, he just plays through random videos on his computer. And one of them has just been security footage of, like, a trail cam and, like, a bunch of skunks just eating seeds off the ground. And he just puts good music over it.
Okay.
You can stream anything. Yeah, maybe it's the spine of the station. Or maybe it's the heart? Where's the skin?
It's some organ or another. Hold on.
Hold on.
Hold the phone. Oh, fun fact. When we did this last time, 270 is a Kentucky area code.
Okay, that's what I figured.
Not surprising, but it's kind of cool. All right, hold on. I'm gonna hang up real quick if this turns out to be just someone's number.
Right.
reached WEVP.
Oh, cool.
Well, I guess we must be in the middle of a special broadcast, or we're playing a tape, or if it's really late at night, maybe everyone's just asleep. Maybe you should be asleep. Nah, I won't touch you.
That's really cool.
You can leave a message in a minute, but if you're calling about the party, it's canceled. If you have a tape, just bring it by. You don't need to do the whole thing with the appointment and all the formalities anymore. Actually, we haven't done any of that stuff for a while. If you're calling to report a bear sighting, sit tight and it will probably go away on its own. For any other emergency, just be cool. If you're calling about the 3A, check that number. You dial the next 5 somewhere. If you're from somewhere far and think about visiting our little town, you probably want to check in with the Bureau of Secret Tourism first for some travel tips.
Right.
Their number is 270-301-5797. Then you can leave your information on the corner of Mother and it's up between 2 large pine trees where you'll start your hike just over the power line. Anyway, if you're calling for some other reason, you can leave us a message and we'll do our best to listen. I mean, we'll at least listen to it, right? It's the least we can do.
Okay.
I assure you, the audio glitching was
Part
the
of the
source.
thing.
It wasn't
Yeah.
microphone error or nothing. That's how it sounded through the phone. That's pretty cool. I like ARG stuff.
She asked me to queue up her tape in Pueblo de Nada. Where is it? I don't know. It's probably still shelved. I'll find it.
Gotta go find it. And then that number she gave, that was the number we were calling last time, you know?
Probably, yeah.
Sounded familiar.
I had these alphabetical. Can't keep anything here organized for long.
Why is it so hard? Why can't people just put things back where they got it?
Something fell behind the shelf here.
Is it? Oh, stamp. Damn it.
Death of an airfield.
Mo, you are my favorite coworker. You're my favorite crow worker. Ah. So crows are apparently like super smart and really easily trainable and will do damn near anything for a Cheeto.
Right.
Persona por persona, en los años entre medio.
This is cool. Have you seen it before?
El pueblo construyó
Is she being genuine right now? Just making small talk? Makes me kind of sleepy. I know what you mean. I used to date a filmmaker. He worked with a similar, style. Slideshow Gothic. Haha. He did stuff for the History Channel, like really dry shows about war, the banality of the trenches. It's not a bad way to learn about history, though. I helped Rita edit this.
cosa del pueblo es
Excruciating.
las anotaciones detalladas que escribieron, sellaron y preservaron en la biblioteca. Este fue su credo.
It's a good tape,
Todo
is what it
es un
is.
experimento.
It's good to have a portrait of the people who used to live here, and it does a good job of communicating who they are, what they did, what they were like,
Ellos
I
creían
think.
que los comportamientos humanos,
People should know. A community
físicos,
shouldn't just disappear
sociales,
even when it
emocionales,
disappears.
espirituales, todos estos comportamientos son fenómenos que se forman a base de su ambiente. Ellos cambiaban su ambiente, observaban los efectos.
Or is
de
there
su
even a difference?
comportamiento, luego
Although, now the
hacían
tape is
cambios
just here on a
que
shelf.
seguían
Every once in a while, we dust it off and it shuffles around the airwaves
Así que
again,
lo
like an
único
old
que
dog.
conservaron fueron sus anotaciones.
Oh, Homer.
Sorry, did I say something wrong?
Estos abandonaron
Oh no,
cualquier
I'm
cosa.
sorry. I just have some weird shit going on in my head
Momento,
tonight. You know what I mean?
a causa de que sus datos
Sure, it's
apoyaban
okay.
el cambio de su ambiente, o a veces solo por saber qué pudiese ocurrir. No sabemos cuál fue su experimento final, el que los deshizo, pues no quedó nadie para notar. Si hubiesen experimentado con alguna receta,
Off?
Oh, honey, he's talking about his barn. Ron, nobody wants to sleep in your barn. Ron shrugs.
Cozy.
It's not haunted,
But
but it is haunted. Bob got some
Oh,
pretty clear
damn.
voices there on his tape recorder. He wanted to have a seance, but couldn't round up enough brave souls to go all the way around the table. You'll stay at my place. No, thanks.
There was a line at the very bottom I missed half a second too late. It's like, hauntings aside, it's not a very comfortable one.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the loft is free.
You have an extra toothbrush? It'd be nice to sleep under the stars. I think I do, actually.
We could just share a toothbrush. That's fine.
What? I used a twig this morning. I kind of chewed up one end. No stars tonight, though. No thanks. I don't need to chew on any pine needles.
Nah. Eh. Mm.
What the hell are they talking about? Do they know we're rolling?
This is the interview.
Oh, okay. Hi, so I hope you enjoyed that video. Like I said, that was from, like, it's several years old. I can't remember exactly. I enjoyed it very much. Oh, thank you, Maya. What's next? I brought in the tape. Oh, okay. You good? All queued up. I'm gonna check on the boys. What the hell are they doing?
What's going on with that radio? Wait. But actually, what's wrong with that radio?
The noise. That's where they live. They don't live anywhere, dude. They're ghosts. Okay.
Oh, God.
Why does it matter where you tune the radio? It's like soil in your garden. You need rich soil, right? Mashed up, rotted leaves and stuff, like compost. Oh, hey, Em, how's the show? What the hell are they doing? What are you doing to that poor radio? Working on a new ghost box. This guy Frank wrote about it in his newsletter. The paranormal periodical. No, that's Sylvia's. Frank's is the Ghost Gazette.
Awful lot of competition and paranormal ghost letters. So we got astrologers and we got white noise people. Dogwood.
I clearly heard Dogwood in there. Yeah, kinda. Sounded more like Frogwood to me. What the hell is Frogwood? Man, I don't tell the ghosts what to say. Did you hear that, Emily?
Pick a side, Emily.
Dogwood, of course. I guess it doesn't matter. The ghost voices don't really come out until you play back the recording later. They only exist in recordings like a copy without an original. A mirror reflecting something that isn't in the room. Weird. Like a vampire. Wait, no, that's backwards. A vampire has no reflection. Yeah, vampires are pretty mundane by comparison. They're just a mashup of some creepy things we already knew about. Cannibalism, hypnotism, mist, bats. Yeah, I see bats every night. Bats aren't weird at all. Ghosts, though. We need a whole new framework to think about ghosts.
Bats are people too, man. Leave the bats alone. Sounds like you need some bat facts.
Sometimes I think it's more like the recording itself is a ghost. Like, that's what ghosts are. Recording of events that didn't happen. When something keeps leaving new marks even after it's gone. False memories. This is not sustainable. It's Ron's big moment.
Oh, hi, Ron. Oh, that's Ron. Okay.
Okay, so, Ron, anything you want to tell us about that tape? Everything on that tape was wild. Really? Everything? Wild stuff indeed. Even the horses? Everything on that tape was wild.
Wild horses.
I bought some forged folk tapes at a yard sale once. The lady said they were live tapes of Gene Ritchie playing dulcimer at some local bar. They were pretty good, too. A little noisy with the rattling bottles and chatty drunks, but it gave the recordings a certain aura of authenticity.
I don't know Gene Ritchie.
Same.
Whether or not that's an actual performer. Given this game's track record, I'm assuming it's a real person.
What we call the horses here, the neighbors. No, I didn't recognize that one.
The neighbors, get it?
Then I noticed some of the background sounds repeating. Someone telling the same hushed story at the bar during every song. A door opening and closing in exactly the same way. The lady who sold me the tape, she'd added the bar sounds artificially. I think she recorded the music herself in her bedroom and put Richie's name on it. Are the neighbors domesticated? We don't own them, no. They're, feral? You can free your pet cat, but it won't turn back into a panther. Right.
That attitude.
Everything is a ghost around here these days. It's a ghost town with people still living in it, against all reason. This evening's broadcast is a travesty, really. I'd never say that out loud. Everyone works so hard on it. What about the dogs? Everything on that tape was wild.
Everything. This is a thing that was wild.
But it's a little perverse that this little community news program goes on strong while the community itself is barely hanging on, a leftover reflection. It didn't look wild to me. Guess it's a matter of perspective. I'm not sure I agree, but now it's time for the weather. Thanks again, Ron. We're hanging on long past our expiration date. Well, the weather should be pretty wild. I can hear it for myself right now. Yeah, getting pretty intense out there. Do you get storms like this a lot? More and more. Right, of course. And then, of course, there's the actual ghost.
Weaver?
Weaver?
Weaver the ghost?
Alright, here's Elmo with the weather report. And lucky us, we also have Cyrano Cole, who stopped by to add some drama, musically. I hear he's going to be at the Rum Colony later tonight if you need a cocktail after the show. So let's go live to Elmo for the weather report. Now, is Elmo ready? I should make sure the camera's pointed in the right direction. Oh good, standing water on the floor and a hole in my boot. Cool, my socks are getting wet. Wow, it's really damp.
I love having wet socks. It's the best.
How do I turn the camera?
Oh, it looks like it's on a dolly on wheels. Their weather report's being done with like an old overhead projector.
Yeah. Okay, this actually owns. Now we're here with the chill weather report. Oh, he's doing stuff with dyes, and oh, he's doing the projector shit. Oh, I love when people do this. I took some really good pictures at a show where a guy was doing some really cool visuals. Because it was just this projected on all the musicians. Where do you get your supplies, Elmo? I mail-ordered these candle dyes. The other stuff is just a mineral oil like you get at the drugstore. The projector. Somebody just left it here, man. Incredible. Actually, it was that girl who does the pirate video stuff. You know, jamming our signal. Oh. Weaver.
Weaver.
Yeah, our resident ghost. Ghost, huh? You really think she's dead? Does it matter?
Oh, I guess we never got it was never confirmed.
No, we don't know if Weaver is dead or not. Like, it's very vague. Like, I think Shannon thinks she was dead.
Which
Right.
is a ghost. Which is absolutely a ghost.
You can't leave a ghost behind until you die, right? But have you ever missed someone so bad you felt like they were haunting you? Or been in a relationship with someone where it feels like their ex-lover is always in the room? You think she'll get us tonight? It's about time, right? He's right. We're about due. Plus, Saturn's in retrograde. So I hear. It's never longer than a month or two between. What does Mimi call them? I know they're bad for the general vibe around here, but can I be honest? I kind of like it when she busts in and takes over our signal. It's like a log falling on the road. Reminds you that this all used to be trees. Interventions, that's what Mimi calls it.
Saturn being in retrograde it refers to things from your past coming back around.
Oh, I see. Okay, so that's like is that like a literary thing, or maybe?
It's an astrological.
Oh, okay.
The astrological meaning. Saturn is the god of karma. So Saturn being in retrograde means
I see.
that you're now having to answer for your past shit, according to some folks.
Oh yeah, I saw her do it a few times. I was into it. She'd already disappeared when I came in and took over her old job. She did lectures, right? Yeah, you could say that. I thought of them as storytelling sessions. She talked for hours and shuffled through slide after slide of shapes, numbers, weird constellations. Who knows what any of it meant? Everyone was so excited and confused and scared, a little, on the defensive. They still are. And this was her projector. I don't know where she got it, though. It still works really well. Never think of what she's doing as hostile, really. The big blue filing cabinet. Thanks, Elmo and Cyrano. So next we have a selection from the video data bank. You're gonna like this one, Maya. This one's about caves. Ooh. Yeah, local caves. We play this one a lot. It's pretty cool. Oh, but we have a phone call. We'll get it now. Hello, WVP. Thanks, Jeff, with a G. Sounds like this is going to be a long one. Ugh, who is waking and baking at like 9 p.m. and calling us?
Fucking always.
And calling to the local thing and asking, and God.
This happens all the fucking time.
Yeah.
We had a guy like this. I was a DJ at the college radio station. We had a guy who called in like this almost every night. Hell, there's the local rock station up here. There's this guy named Leonard that calls into the morning show and likes to just lift off what he fucking had for breakfast and for dinner last night. They usually just let him go as long as they can to fill airtime, and then at the end, the DJ's like, "All right, Leonard, I gotta go over to videotapes. You have a good day."
Yeah.
He's up on him, and he calls back the next day. Ooh, 6 cups.
Hey, babe.
Just this girl. See how many hearts?
Do you know Weaver? You ever see her lectures?
Once again, just really solid sound design.
I have a bad feeling the situation won't last. God, it's starting to rain inside.
Oh no. Get more buckets, get more bowls. Oh, you know what this interface? It's been packing at the back of my head. You remember that creepy Red Riding Hood game?
Oh yeah, the path.
Yeah, that's what this interface is reminding me.
Look, I'm not gonna lie, it's getting harder and harder to hear you because the rain is getting extremely loud.
Can you hear Jeff with a G at least?
Yes, I can.
Okay, that's the important part. I think Ron fell asleep. But I'm pretty sure I can hear him snoring. Oh no. Oh no, Jeff. Jeff Buddy with a G.
He has a really soothing voice. That's Jeff. He's a regular caller. He's asleep.
Hi.
Oh, well, let him sleep. Okay, well, let's play the tape. This is cave art. It's a classic around here. I feel like I have to yell above this rain right now.
You should just let Maya enjoy the tape.
I should let Maya enjoy the tape. So if Weaver is a ghost by some agreed-upon definitions and mechanics, that means WEVP-TV is haunted. Should we be doing something about that? Aren't you supposed to, like, have an exorcism or something? I mean, you can't just leave a place haunted.
I mean, I guess it depends on how cool the ghost is.
That would be negligence. I'd miss her, though. I guess there are good ghosts and bad ghosts, like spiders. Good in the garden, bad in the shower. A loud crashing noise from outside wakes Ron up. What the hell? What was that? I'll check it out. Yikes. Should we go help? Oh no, the tape is over. What did you think? Oh, shit. That sounded pretty close. Oh no, is the power out or just the lights? I don't know. I'll take a look. Maybe a fuse blew on a relay or something.
So romantic.
If it survives the night. Oh, I spoke too soon. I thought your power was out. Yeah, it just came back on. Weird. Good, though.
Who's the out-of-towner? Maya, maybe.
happened with the power? Well, you know. It sure is. Some of the studio wiring
That's
is in
not
puddles now. That's dangerous, right?
Yes, very.
Nikki reads her poetry. It's a weekly feature of our broadcast. To the out-of-towner.
Oh, jeez.
Emily, look at the monitor!
What's
Dude,
on the monitor?
Dude, be quiet. We're live right now. No, we're not. Look.
Oh,
There she is.
hi, Weaver.
It's her. Weaver.
Slow-mo, Crow. Stop her. That's not good sound.
Un pueblo de nada.
All right.
Okay. Let me fiddle with something on my desk real quick.
You go ahead and fiddle.
Give me just a minute.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, that's an epilogue up top there. Okay. I can't. Yeah, the interlude just ended.
Mm-hmm.
We just wrapped that up.
Yeah. All right. Shall we?
Yeah. So, Stompin' Llama, we had a flashback in the WEP TV station where
Emily, Ben, and
Weaver
Bob
came
were
in.
working there, and Weaver hijacked the signal as she does. At the very end. I kind of filled in a couple of things, like I didn't know that Emily, Ben, and Bob worked there, but I guess they do.
No, yeah, that's where they're from. And didn't
Cyrano was there too.
Cyrano, yeah, Elmo. I'm trying to place because was he from somewhere? Or was that just new?
I don't
new
know, but I
person?
wouldn't be surprised if we see some of these people again.
Oh, mayhap, most like.
All right.
I was trying to make out the name of the epilogue chapter, but I can't read it. I guess we'll just have to wait. Oh, wow. Did we just skip over the delivery?
Maybe. I don't know.
We all appear to...
Give me just a
To be
minute.
done.
Well, I think they were carrying it. I don't know. How did this all fit in that truck?
That's fine by me. That staircase made me sad on the inside. And on the outside.
It's bigger on the inside.
It's a TARDIS truck.
I think it rained. Rained a lot, I mean. Who does Ezra want to call?
I am also curious. Maybe he's going to call Julian.
Shit, the battery's dead. Who are you calling?
You call him, kid.
I was going to call Julia.
He was going to call Julian. Yay.
He has a phone? Yeah, obviously. Okay, no, we're not done with the... No, we have not made the delivery. It's not that simple.
Damn it.
So where is 5 Dogwood Drive? Did you really want it to just be like that? Just be, okay, we're done, and then 4 hours of something else?
I didn't want to have to walk up that stairs.
Well, I don't think we'll have to.
I've unloaded enough trucks to know that made me sad.
Hmm. It's a bit muddy.
Kitty.
Am I playing as the cat? Yes. Perfect. Awesome.
Voice of Dogs Game of the Year. 10 out of 10. Can play as cat.
Oh, you can just hold it down.
Is that a dragonfly?
Yeah. Oh, wow. This is extremely involved.
I'm guessing you're doing more than just pointing and clicking.
No, I'm clicking and holding, actually. Is that where we came from?
Would appear so. Yep, there's them. There's that circular stair thingy.
And there's our
That
antiques.
made me sad. Meow. Oh, wow. Ooh, Shays. Shays lounges are comfy. And they're good for fainting.
Oh, there's
Looks like that.
Emily, Ben, and Bob. There's Johnny and Junebug.
Oh, hi, friends. There y'all are. Junebug's back to having blue hair. Okay, okay.
Yeah, they're back to regular clothes.
Talking to themselves again.
Think the truck's okay down there?
Wow. Good echo.
There's Shannon.
Oh, and Maya.
Yeah.
That's who the third is there.
I think I'd just drive for a while.
All along the zero.
I've had enough driving. Look what I found.
An animal bone. A toy. A pipe. Wait, so are we meant to be back out in the real world again? Because we were in the zero, but then we climbed up, so...
We're in some town. We couldn't get here through normal means.
Yeah. It seems more normal than the zero.
It's just art.
So it sounds kind of like the Nazca lines.
Mm-hmm.
But those are in, like, South America. Central America? Maybe Central America. Not Kentucky. Hey, Sasquatch. What you doing? I don't know what that. It looks like some. Oh, maybe because we're a cat and we can see spooky ethereal stuff. Because cats
Maybe.
do that. Keepers of the dead and all. Bird.
Beats working for the power company. Do you think I should stay here?
I'm looking for a home.
No,
Do you have a bus station?
probably not.
What's that? Go back to the right a bit. Waffles and weather? Is that what that sign says?
Waffles for any weather.
Ah. I mean, I do love me some waffles.
Yeah, I'll have a waffle.
I'll never turn down a waffle. I'm just I'm a big fan of breakfast food. I will never say no to a breakfast buffet. Is that Mo?
No. Book? Purge? Criticism? Interference.
Criticism. Let's trade off every other word, I guess. Well, that one doesn't count, obviously. Nor to that.
Wow, this guy sounds great.
You ever see the Day After Tomorrow?
I think so.
The scene where a bunch of folks are stuck in the New York Public Library and the temperature's dropping and they're deciding which books to burn.
Oh, yeah.
And they're all arguing about who is like, and one guy is like, no, you can't burn Friedrich Nietzsche. He's brilliant. He needs to be preserved. All the rest of this is garbage. Ooh, is that another kitty? There are 2 kitties.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Hang on.
Yeah, in the tree of the shadow over there. Or the shadow of the... You know what I mean, damn it. Skeptical meow. Meow. I would give anything right now for like just a giant Saint Bernard to come plowing right through the middle of the field at the cats.
This guy is still wandering around.
The ghostly
Yeah.
Bigfoot looking individual. Oh, hey. Didn't see that big stage there.
Oh, shit.
That's kind of cool, I guess.
Well. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, some of it survived.
Elmo gave Rita a tour of the cameras and wiring. She'd just been through a certificate program in public broadcasting at the community college, so no surprises there. Nikki showed her the video data bank. James demonstrated the sand and image processor, and then Ron came barreling in with an urgent expression.
Oh, thank God Mo is still alive.
Tell me about the sand and image processor.
Favorite trick? I like tricks. I like tricks of the videos.
It wasn't quite the radical guerrilla television crew she dreamed of joining. This group seemed more interested in sharing the town's home movies than culture jamming and interfering with corporate stations, but she liked that focus on local concerns. Ron's news was clearly bad news. Things were unraveling. Wouldn't it be nice to arrive at the beginning of something for once? But as she listened to Ron detail the power company's sudden withdrawal from town affairs, she heard other possibilities. She studied their faces and found concern, for sure, but also something like relief, hope, and awakening of play. Nikki looked like she might have been daydreaming. These were people, Rita decided. Ready to step out of the company's shadow and build something of their own. Look down where?
At the people. At Rita and Ron and Nikki. They have changed.
Yeah, they're featureless. Stretch. Okay, onward.
But if I fits, I sits. Meow. But Mo is still good. Mo is still Mo. Wonder how long we could have these two just make friends. Either that or the kitty wants to eat Mo.
Yeah. It's usually like
probably the second one.
You gotta flip a coin, really.
No.
Is someone feeding him? Yes, no, that usually matters.
Do you think house cats are upset that they are nature's perfect predators, but we pick them up and go, oosh, goosh, goosh, goosh?
No, I think that's part of their plan.
Their plan?
Yeah, they have a collective plan to, like, get humanity to support them so that they can survive as a species.
Oh, okay.
They use humanity.
I think there was an episode of Futurama on that exact topic.
Yeah, I think there was, but I think that's actually true. 6 or 7 men stood in the sun about 100 yards from the ditch, and he could hear them laughing. He tried not to hear them. Instead, he listened to the shovel punching through the dirt as he shaped the trench. It was wet dirt, mud, really. It made a hungry sound as he shaped the trench walls.
What are they making trenches for?
Sinuses.
It's not a word you hear very often. What's in the thermos?
The out-of-towner stuck his shovel into the dirt and squeezed the bridge of his nose. He sneezed, took a swig from his thermos.
This was Nikki's little crush.
The laughter quieted into greedy chuckles, and he could feel the men approaching.
So on the day of the uprising, you will embrace our new feline.
No, I'm still on top, motherfucker. I'll fight them.
I'll fight a cat.
Fight a cat? I have been testing my reflexes against cats all the time, playing with them. I'm ready to do battle.
You thought it was all fun and games. I was honing my skills.
The mailbox says 5 Dogwood Drive.
This is it. Well, it's a nice wide entrance to get everything in. We don't the door frame, I suppose.
Is there any mail in there?
What am I saying? I think maybe it gets a bit drafty in the winter.
It just showed up. The house. When?
All very good questions. I would like all of them answered in turn.
Sometime last night, I think. I've never noticed it before.
I don't know how to recreate that noise with my mouth. Well, I guess we're here to furnish the place.
Nobody lives here?
They do keep it tidy.
Somebody ordered some furniture.
It would be good for a set. It's nice and tall.
Yeah.
But as a living space, that's just a lot of wasted space. I'd say it just makes it harder to, heat, but I feel like that's not top of the list of problems in that regard. Toasters, the dream. Yeah, that'd be good. Outdoor concerts are pretty rad. I saw Alice Cooper perform at an outdoor venue in Montana one time. It was
That's pretty cool.
It's just gorgeous out there. Like, also a little weird, having lived in cities my whole life, and then being able to be, oh, hey, there's a mountain that's like 400 miles away. But I can see it. It's weird. Ezra wants to put on a play for the animals.
Yeah, but what about the town?
Yeah, fine, the town.
It's already crowded with ghosts.
Sudden, startling. Ezra gonna race the cat. No, Ezra, you could be helping carry stuff. I don't know who she and him are in this situation.
Where did Ezra go?
When he was back at the house, we were racing him, but then he never. We were racing, but he seems to have not realized that, even though it was his idea. He's over there on the steps. I can see him. Oh, you found your.
I found mice.
Found mice. Get those mice. Get them. What do you think we pay you for, Cat? You're on the clock. Go. Who are Clyde and Cass?
Don't know.
Some neat little workshop space he's got, though.
Yeah. No roads leading in or out. Long suspected the reason Cass never wanted any roads here was just to keep the horses safe, and now...
But were they wild horses?
Everything on that tape was wild.
I'm the third wildest horse in this whole town. Okay. Where?
The only road in town was the old airstrip.
Messianic ditch? Well, that's one way to deal with it, I suppose. Ghosts come and take your trash. Meow. They were the neighbors. Get it?
Nope.
Nothing. Dead to the world. Oh.
Well.
Sorry we stole your die way back when.
Well, we ended up getting back to them. I mean, that's like... when you think about it, that's kind of like the doorknob in Mother 3.
Yeah. Yeah. I think there's a Space Quest game that does a similar gag with a fish. With my life. You don't understand. Are they smoking a frog?
Yeah, frog.
That seems like a lot of wasted effort for not very much result.
I mean, it was a frog that had gotten into the smoker because it had flooded, probably.
That makes more sense.
When it rained and I was living in my aunt's basement for a little bit, for like a year in 2016, when I first went out to Colorado, it rained a lot that year, and frogs would get in underneath the door. It was weird.
Oh man. So you
I
just
had-
like
I
wake
had
up
to
and
catch-
be like, oh man, frogs.
Well, I didn't sleep in that room, fortunately, but I was just like, that was where I had my computer, and I was just like, confused as to like how they were just getting in under the door.
Did you get something to stop up the door? You get like a
Yeah, but I also had to go and catch like 4 or 5 of them that had like gotten into the house. Why do we only get to ask the most direct questions to the people who don't speak English?
because Slow-Mo Crow is clearly the secret protagonist of this story. Now, Slow-Mo Crow and Homer, and I don't know if the cat's gotten a name yet, but the three of them are going to team up and go on a whirlwind adventure to rescue Conway
From debt.
from debt and the distillery and skeletons.
And at the same time, save his alcoholism.
Yes.
Save him from alcoholism.
Yes. And
Save his alcoholism is a different story.
oh no, he's back on the wagon. Assemble.
Yeah, pet crew assemble.
You ever read a comic called We Three?
Mm-mm.
It's basically Pet Crew Assemble.
Ah.
It's very good. Makes me cry though.
Maybe he didn't want a name on his headstone. Good they honored his wishes.
It's not for the dead at all. Let's be real.
Yeah.
It's entirely for those left behind.
Saw the design on a barn somewhere. Do you think it works for this? Oh, Marianne was the lady at the front desk at the bureau. I remember her now.
Oh, you're right. You're right. That's right.
These aren't all bureau people, but I'm not surprised that someone from the bureau lives here, because, you know, you gotta just go down the river, I guess.
Which makes it doubly annoying because we were asking her for lives next door. She could have been more helpful.
Well, to be fair, the place didn't exist until today. Apparently.
Well, I suppose that's true. I've got the ambient bird noise from the game in one ear, and I've got the actual bird noise from the birds and the trees outside my window, because my desk is right next to a window.
Ah.
And so I've got
Dual
I got
birds.
real birds arguing with digital birds. I've got dueling bird noise.
I think I still have a bunch of bird noise ambience. I think I stole a bunch from college. I copied a bunch of stuff.
Good sound libraries are a good thing to keep a collection of.
Yeah.
Bird noise is actually a really hard thing to replicate for a live use.
Yeah, so
birds.
You just go out and record it.
Well, see, that's the problem though, because birds tend to repeat the same bird song over and over again. And to an audience in a theater, that sounds fake.
Right.
So you have to actually get a bunch of different bird songs that sound similar enough that you can splice them all together to make them just different enough so it doesn't sound like you're looping the same track over and over again. It's one of those weird counterintuitive design problems.
Is he talking about his horse?
I don't know if those horses are asleep or if they're dead.
No, I think all these horses are dead. I'm pretty sure all of these horses are dead. Doesn't that make sense? After this storm just wrecked this whole town.
Oh.
This town was already full of ghosts to begin with, and now it just got absolutely wrecked by a storm.
Well, I guess all the ghosts have mounts now.
What is it about the radio they love?
Lithuania?
Oh, he's talking to Clara, the theremin lady.
Mm-hmm. She'd probably do well in Nashville. I hear it's kind of a hipster city these days.
Mm-hmm. I gotta go to Nashville. I might stay here.
I should go home.
I should stay here. I can't, I don't know. What do you think?
I don't really know Clara. Send her to Nashville.
Send her to Nashville?
Yeah, I vaguely remember her talking about being on tour last time. I don't know her. We haven't had as much time with her, so I'm not
No, we haven't.
In her
you're totally right.
Or Johnny and Junebug.
Mm-hmm. I like this one. Thera Marathon Inn.
Oh, God. It's like a filibuster of squeals. Oh, man. That's my new album name. Let me write that down. Hold on.
But with everyone gone, who will feed these ghosts?
They need their ghost oats. they're goats. I need to eat the goats.
So, we're still on scene 1.
Yes. I'm beginning to suspect we're in one of those like milk it until you're ready to leave type situations. I just don't know what the exit looks like. Meow.
Clyde again.
Clyde was the old man in the plane
In
hangar.
that plane hangar, yeah.
Yeah.
He entertained the momentary delusion that he'd survived a plane crash and was vaguely unhappy when the dream faded.
No.
Coming into land, he slammed into a truck. Driver probably thought the runway was another road.
Hmm?
Roads were full of trucks coming and going these days, filling the town with strangers ever since. But he couldn't remember any more of the dream. All the state said they wanted was to knock down some trees, many trees, and build a road along tying this small town to the larger web of streets and highways that entomb the rest of the country. But Clyde and his inner circle of stunt pilots turned mail carriers knew that a road would be the end of their secluded paradise. I guess that's why we couldn't
Okay.
find Dogwood Drive.
Well, that explains that. To protect the horses.
All comes back to horses. Hi. Can I do the head bonk thing? I've been trying to head bonk everything. No, I can circle though. Cats also kind of
That's
do
not all
that.
cats are. You know.
You notice that like there is a like sound graph for each meow?
Yeah. I did notice that. I just figure people are getting sick and tired of me saying, "Man, this design." I just figured like I'll leave that implicit from now on.
Yeah. I mean, but it bears repeating at times. It's fine.
It's so good though.
No, I'm just kind of enjoying this this scene. I'm not sick of it.
What about that murder of crows? And a couple of parrots?
The library. Let's skip to the good part. Any questions? Was it for people or animals? People at first, a group of utopian social experimenters. They kept their books here. I think it was kind of the heart of their community.
Put the raccoons.
Was it people or animals?
Let's go with animals. I like the idea of animals taking back things.
The work of history is to find a pattern in the unasked questions.
They probably went home to their families. That's nice. I could stay here.
What's good? Is this your family? Let's ask him. This feels like the biggest choice we've made the whole game.
Oh yeah,
Right?
I kind of like the idea.
Yeah,
I'm in favor of.
these robots adopting this child.
Yeah, that is.
An interesting group.
Yeah. Everything has been a little bleak and a little desolate. I like the idea of at least someone
Something
happy.
else is. It's nice to start. It's nice to be at the beginning of something.
Yeah. So I'm not sick of the scene. I don't want this to come off as though I'm trying to rush anything. I am just wanted to float out there the idea that we are about an hour and a half in.
Yes.
We are still in scene 1. We may have to make some peace with the fact that Act 5 might take 2 sessions.
Yeah, it's possible. I haven't. I just don't know how long it is.
Sure. I don't know what is to come, but because every other session we've been very clean, 1 act per.
Pretty much.
This may be what breaks that streak. Just floating that out there.
Yeah, that's possible. If anyone in chat knows and has a recommendation, I'm willing to listen to chat recommendations for people who have played Act 5 already.
Oh yeah, if there's like a nice clean spot.
Oh no, it's surprisingly short? Okay. It's a oneer. Okay. This is our Act 5.
Oh.
Act 5 is in this town.
Got it.
Okay,
the length of this scene was making me think got comparable coming.
I think we're on our way through this thing.
1917, the World War I. It's not in one shot, but it's edited to make it look like it's all done in one shot.
Oh, neat.
Kind of like Hitchcock's Rope. I haven't seen it yet. I wasn't interested, and then I heard the gimmick about the photography, and I was like, that sounds kind of cool, though.
That does sound kind of cool conceptually.
Yeah, it probably would have been better on a big screen, but I'd still want to check it out, maybe.
Okay. Let me put it this way: around, if we're not done by like hour 4, then, or like we'll check where we are at like 3 hours or so.
Like a cool.
Before that, it was the company store.
Oh, this place.
Yeah. What kind of stuff did they stock? Okay, that's apparently shorter than we expect. Eventually, we had to start a garden. But some things you just can't grow.
Like those little paper flowers. What was his name?
This also feels like an extremely important decision.
I will take my waffle recipe to the grave. None shall know the waffle recipe.
Why so secret? Well, okay. That's okay. I don't really eat. But why so secretive?
But also fair, Johnny. Yeah. What was that guy's name? Who was the like big dickhead labor baron in BioShock Infinite?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Jimmy Hoffa.
Yeah, no, Jimmy Hoffa.
In BioShock 2, it was like
Infinite.
Oh, Infinite? Fink?
Yeah.
Someone says Fink.
Fink. Yeah, Fink. That son of a bitch. He had a company store.
Yeah.
Sorry, company stores are terrible.
Right.
They're fucking awful. There's a reason they've been illegal for almost a century now, but they're still terrible.
We ought to just set this place on fire.
Burn it down, purify in the flames.
Oh, don't burn it down. Think you'll do anything with this place? Hey, people gotta eat, right? Well, some people. We'll think of something. What are the acoustics like?
Probably not great. You're in a big, wide open field.
Origami directions?
Would appear. I've never been good at origami.
No, I got a lot better with my hands after my last job, to be honest. Because I was just constantly working with vinyl and paper and cutting it, and you know, you have to be when you're cutting out prints.
Company store.
So Nikki used to work at the company store. But then you couldn't get a shift.
What the fuck does that even mean? A mandatory volunteer?
A commotion
Fancy word for
outside.
slave labor.
Yeah. Caught Nikki's attention. Men yelling, blows landing. She put down her work and stepped out just in time to see the crowd disperse.
Here's your Jimmy Hoffa.
I did see The Irishman, which was pretty entertaining.
I haven't watched it yet.
Pretty long, but I watched it with my family and they were pretty into it. I thought I got a little lost in the middle because you know it is like a 3-hour movie. Those are tough for me.
Yeah, and Scorsese tends to
Meander.
Scorsese always, yeah, he. But
overall,
you know,
like some really good performances.
Cool. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I've heard good things about Uncut Gems.
Haven't seen that.
I've heard.
Ron is digging a grave.
Oh, buddy, you're gonna be here a while. You really want to get a backhoe for that kind of.
Jesus God, you're not kidding.
Horses are fuck huge.
6 feet. That's a standard for people anyway. But
yeah, you're gonna want probably closer to.
6 feet's the rule for a person, and let's say the average person is 6 foot, 5'9". He's trying to figure out how deep he has to go, not how big he has to make it.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like they're fucking huge.
I think he maybe should stick to the traditional death out of respect.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't want this guy to kill himself digging these holes.
Fair.
Right? That's what
fair.
I'm thinking about.
Yeah, you make a point. Ugh.
Is that respect to treat them like us? Or is it more respectful to treat them like what they were? I like that. God knows they weigh more than any person.
Oh Jesus, they're water. You're never gonna move them.
Yeah.
They weigh 1,000 pounds probably at this point between the horses and the water.
I know who to blame, I tell you what. Those greedy sons of bitches have finished that drainage ditch when they were supposed to.
Fuck, this got depressing real fast.
I had to hike through the woods and give them a piece of my mind.
Do it. Go be the punch uncle you were born to be.
I expected there to be some, like... This is what this act is doing is filling in this, like, a lot of context. And it's good. I like it. It's doing it in a really interesting way that I was not expecting at all.
I'm loving this device of playing the cat, so you can just kind of like flit
Run
around all the different stories and be the fly on the wall, but that fly is a cat.
Yeah,
cat fly.
Oh, clip through the wall.
Yep.
That's a cat thing. Cats can do that.
Cats can just phase through walls.
Cats can no clip. That's fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Cats physics don't apply to cats. It's like part of their powers.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I threw a cat out a window one time and he just flew away. I didn't do that. Don't.
You didn't actually throw a cat out a window.
Cat
Cat would not let you do that.
I tried to play with a cat one time when I was a kid. You might remember this story, but I tried to play with a cat one time when I was a kid, and the cat ran away, and I chased the cat because I wanted to play with the cat.
Into the
And I
woods.
stepped on a hornet into the woods, and I stepped on a yellow jacket's nest, and I got stung like
A ground nest. Yeah, you stepped on a ground-based nest and got stung like 800 times.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. It was not fun.
Horrifying.
And it was a black cat.
It was a black cat. Yeah, I remember you telling me that story, and I kind of laughed a bit because you were teasing a cat, so.
I wanted to play.
Yeah, I know.
I was 7. I should point out, I was 7.
Yeah, no, I was
7 years old. I was a child.
It's awful. It's a really bad thing to happen. I'm not going to take that away.
It's funny in retrospect. At the time, it sucked.
I can circle, but I can't head bonk. I may, if I ever talk to people from Cardboard Computer, I'll be like, can you add in some like head bonk functionality? I know this took forever, like, and I get it. Like, it was probably, it had to have been arranging this whole set, you know? Mm-hmm. And the scripting for everything.
Yeah, no, I mean, I am imagining that things will flow depending on what order we go places and who we look at, and I don't know for sure. It could be one of those like illusion of things, which is fine, which is great. And oh wow, oh buddy,
yeah. See, we're jumping from times today. He's making some progress.
That's a lot though. That's enough that hole he's standing in would put you on your ass for a while.
Yeah.
I dug a fire pit. The last house I was living at. I was living in a house with a few people, and I dug a fire pit in the backyard. It was about 3 feet deep and maybe like a 4-foot circumference of a circle.
Mm-hmm.
It took me about 3 hours, and I was exhausted. I was just fucking.
I do not have the physical endurance for that kind of thing, especially digging. I'm really bad at digging. Say hi to Shannon.
Oh, hi, kitty.
Shannon's not gotten a lot of development this.
Yeah. I'm wondering.
We've been talking about a lot of the other characters, though.
Yeah, I'm imagining that's because there's a big weaver. That might take center stage for a while.
Oh shit.
Camera looks like it's pulling out more and more. Ron
is really going deep. And
oh, Jesus, Ron. Get some help, buddy.
The denouement.
Be a hero.
Yeah. And I like how the white cat keeps appearing in different places. Slithering sound from somewhere in the grass.
Yes, Sanagi, the denouement story after the climax. I don't know what makes it fancy other than the fact that it's French.
Mm-hmm.
And they just think very highly of themselves. Oh, hey, airplane. Oh, man, there's probably been this whole, like, incremental building that airplane thing that we... I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, and they've been moving the furniture to the home.
Something about this whole scene just really makes me want
Really want what?
lemonade.
Oh, yeah.
It's a very lemonade situation.
Cat would normally not be running towards the motor.
What are you talking about? Cats love loud moving things.
I saw a thing.
Huge.
I saw a thing where a guy took off in his like small plane, and there was a cat on the wing, hanging on for dear life, and he saved the cat.
Oh, jeez. Oh, poor kitty.
Yeah, it was really scary. Yeah.
Very, very good cat acting. Well, I mean, what's the, I don't know how grounded in reality it is, but, you hear stories of the guy, going out and started his car in a cold winter morning, and cats climbed up inside the manifold,
Yeah.
falling asleep. That's an interesting design for a plane. I don't know if I've ever seen one like that, where you hang off the bottom of the things.
Nice.
Thanks, Ghost.
Cards.
Rude.
Cass played cards and told fortunes with the same deck. Sometimes she'd switch it up mid-game or mid-divination. You never knew whether you were winning or losing, or if good luck in the game might mean bad luck in some other part of your life.
Just let Cass win, and you always get the good luck. That's how it works. Keep her happy.
This place was abandoned. Cass's cards predicted they'd be here for quite a while.
Ooh, or an Arnold Palmer. Yeah, that'd be good.
I had an iced tea earlier instead of drinking tonight.
I do like me some Arnold Palmer.
Usually too sweet for me.
You gotta use unsweetened tea.
That sounds better.
Because the lemonade's gonna have a bunch of sweetness in it,
Sure.
just by the nature of it. So if you mix lemonade and sweet tea, yeah, you've got some sludge. But the unsweetened tea, which I just tend to prefer regardless anyway. I've really cut down my sugar intake.
Oh yeah, I just don't like overly sweet things anymore.
I used to be the like sugar till the spoon stands up in my coffee kind of guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then I realized that's probably not great.
And I
for
don't
you,
want to
so-
be a diabetic, so...
Yeah. So a number of years ago, I started honing that back, and so now it's just cream, no sugar.
Yeah, it's better.
Because I will never be cool enough to drink black coffee.
Sometimes, like, I gotta be really in the mood for it.
Now the hipsters and the beatniks will scoff at me. I'll never be cool enough for their black coffee and their IPAs.
I'll drink IPAs, but only because of the alcohol content.
I don't like them. I don't like feeling like my beer is trying to hit me.
I do enjoy some of the bitterness, but you know, to an extent. Let's go say hi to my friend.
Oh, hi. Hi, White Cat.
I like sours too, but those are, you know, tough to drink sometimes in bulk.
I used to drink a lot of Irish Death, but I had one really bad night in an outdoor patio bar in July.
And no more.
And then, yeah, I haven't really been able to drink it since.
Yeah.
It's drinking a lot of stout on a hot summer night is not a good idea.
Oh, it's a stout, I see.
Oh, have you not had it's a very 9% stout.
No thanks. I don't like stouts.
It's a lot of a beer.
I don't like dark beer. I like lighter beers for some reason.
I've grown more into your lager. I've actually like a dry cider has become more my thing.
Yeah. I don't understand the IPA craze because I think a lot of them taste the same, but I also think that they're functionally a lot like yours. Like really, I think there's some better than others.
I mean, when you got that much bitterness, it's gonna override
Sure.
anything else. Like you can talk about flavor profiles or what,
Yeah.
but like whatever. Fuck.
Oh, here's Shannon.
Well,
Oh, I don't know. Just a bunch of old stuff. It's hard to imagine someone ordering this. Like these things specifically. Why these things?
no, because they wanted a couch and a chaise lounge to sit on. What is that, like a hutch? Like a corner hutch?
Yeah. Alright, I'm not gonna walk away this time. Now we're setting it all up trying to reverse engineer this person we never met. Kind of feel like we are that person. We're making that person right now together.
Shannon, I think you might have been working too hard. Maybe you should take a nap. I'd like to think the kitty agrees with me.
Cat is helping.
Cat is so helping.
I don't know. That's not how I think of horses. Horses scare me.
Well, you know, I know this is going to sound like a cliche, 'cause is one, but they are way more scared of
Yeah,
horses. Are
exactly.
just the biggest cowards.
That's also a thing about them that makes them such a big problem.
I mean, you know, the alternate is if they get scared and panic, and flailing around, 600 pounds of scared meat that
Yeah.
could
Trample somebody.
your tiny human ass. So there's that.
How does anybody find this place without any roads coming in? They come up through the well from the river like you did, if they can find it. They wander in from the trees. Sometimes they're following directions, and sometimes they just end up here. What do you think?
I'd like... Excuse me, hold on. Sorry, I had to cough. I'd like to think they come up through the well. Oh, hi, Julian.
Where?
I saw a shadow. Oh, I just saw a big shadow, like a
Oh.
big bird shadow, on the bottom right side of the screen.
That's the hardest thing about keeping an artistic community alive, just getting people to show up.
Ain't that the fucking truth?
I think the ceremony is around dusk. Oh, right. The horses. Sorry, the neighbors.
Nay.
In case you're just joining
They
us
also-
and need that reiterated.
I will repeat the stupid puns ad nauseum. The beautiful thing about streaming is no one listening to me just can actually throw things at my head. I'm relatively safe.
They can throw money at you, but not tomatoes.
Yeah, throw money. Throw money at my head. Show your frustrations by writing them on $20 bills.
Wanda.
Who is Wanda?
Wanda was
This is a
sleeping
new
earlier.
person. Oh, yes, on the front porch.
Fragrant loam.
That is a type of soil, yeah?
Yeah. She's talking about the soil for some reason, I guess post-flood.
Some kind of, yeah, or maybe she's like doing a geological survey? Or
Maybe.
maybe she just like, I don't know,
Tastes like... worms.
worms.
Didn't have to think about that. It was just like, yeah, worms.
Yeah, that's a wormy taste.
Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces, right? I can spot you easy now. I'm making a survey of the site for potential reclamation. Oh, we've had our eyes on this site for years, so they haven't touched it yet. Right, of course, they haven't touched it because they didn't want any intervention.
Yeah.
Initial results are promising. I think this may be the moment we finally reclaim this ghost town. Don't set up shop just yet.
Don't.
Nothing's happened yet.
Yeah, no, you
There's
always think
Julian.
about...
I
Did you
saw
see
it now. Yeah.
You saw it that time? Yeah.
I saw it. That was pretty obvious.
Yeah. So you always think about, like...
Whoa, look at this dome. Look at this sweet-ass dome.
What is this dome? There's two domes!
Oh, domes. Look at these domes.
Is this just where, like, the local eccentrics live, or...?
Paints and chalk in the small bag, diary in the large bag, stuffed dog in the small bag, photographs of Chris in the large bag. No, in the small bag, Sandra couldn't decide. Should she keep the photo of her husband, or should Alex keep the photo of his father?
I'll give it to the kid.
She dreaded the separation from her son. It was obviously a punishment, even though Fraser insisted it was to help Alex develop independence and community ethics. Fraser again.
Yeah.
She knew she was being punished for her complaints and feedback circle, where she was the only one who dared to speak against butchering the community's goats. She'd seen the same thing happen to Isabel. She set everything down, closed her eyes, massaged her temples, and wondered, not for the first time, how Fraser had consolidated so much invisible power so quickly. How had he done it? How had he in fact done anything at all to claim his incredible lattice of influence? Or had they simply blindly given it to him?
This Fraser character sure seems interesting.
Yeah, but we haven't met him yet.
I don't believe so.
No, I really don't think we have.
Something about those particular flashbacks, or those whatever they happen to be, make me feel like they're not... Flip to the wall again.
Yep.
Like they're not in the present. They're from the long.
Yeah. Yeah, they're from earlier when the community was maybe doing a little bit better before the flood.
Jesus, Ron. Tell me you took at least a dinner break, man. Come on.
Oh, I clipped through the horses. Sorry, horses.
You monster.
Ah!
What is this? Is this bats?
Wow.
Kitty sounds distressed. I can't say I blame her. There's more parrots now, I think, than
Are there?
were before. I think so. Oh, hi, kitty.
What's up?
Hey, just moving some antiques over to that house. Oh, those are the birds up above.
Yeah.
I was trying to identify the sound, and I was like, where is that coming from?
I'm pretty sure I have a good amount of cat noises in the sounds that I have, in the sound banks that I have.
Minerva, Circe, Sappho. Okay. Yeah. We looking up women in mythology.
How's the house doing? I'm just trying to
Cats just happily.
I'm just trying to you know, advance all the talk to everybody and advance everything.
Oh yeah, no worries. I was just confused because you left the cat in a puddle.
Oh yeah, sorry, cat.
Cats love water.
Kind of hard to not be, wet here at the moment.
Sure, but I'm sure the cat would still find a way to be pissy about that as much as possible.
Mm-hmm. There it is. 5 Dogwood Drive.
Especially these houses here. I know you haven't played it, but there's a sequence in The Last of Us where outside of Pittsburgh,
Oh yeah.
and yeah, a lot of the houses there built up on these half floors to to level on the sides of the hills and things. It's giving me a similar vibe. It's a good level.
Oh man, is he done?
I don't see any dirt coming out. Oh,
Nope, clip through the dirt.
oh. Clip to the dirt, clip to the horse. Maybe you
Can I go
can
back
you
in
go
the
down
barn?
the hole?
Nothing in the barn right now.
Not even the giant swirl clouds of death.
No. The sun's starting to set. I think we're gonna have the ceremony soon.
Yeah, I hear some crickets. Ooh, a heron.
Really smart idea making you like the fastest thing around in
As a
this.
cat?
Yeah. Because they want you to cover a lot of ground. Oh wow.
Yeah. Ooh, got it all set up. It's a very boundy cat. You just go bound, bound, bound.
Cat is here. The ceremony can begin.
The cat lord gives her blessing.
Is Emily staying?
Emily. Cameron won't. No, Emily wasn't from around here.
Emily wasn't from around here.
Nah. No, Emily should go home. Her folks probably miss her.
Now that the station is gone, there's nothing here for me. We're gonna help James move the image processor to a safe place on the river somewhere.
Which one was James?
James was one of the people she mentioned earlier. The sand and image processor. I'm gonna have to look that up after this is done. Apparently, we're almost done, which interesting. Yeah, this is kind of I think I like the pacing of this a whole bunch. You're here like the entire day. You spend the whole day moving this furniture into Dogwood Drive and like finally like creating something of your own, almost.
Mm-hmm. My only concern is
the Consolidated Power Company has like left this place alone, but the Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces has their eye on it.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry to say. Nobody gave them names.
I was just thinking like, wow, the silver one, you oh, they don't have names.
And the other one is the other one. And I love these horses. I'm so sorry, Silver One Another One. I'm sorry I don't have better names for you. You deserve better names. Sorry I'm so bad at this.
It would be weird. It would be weird if she was good at horse eulogies.
Yeah.
That would imply practice.
I think Ron has been digging all day. Ron has been
Yeah.
working to the bone all day, so he's got something to say.
Ron deserves the floor.
I just want to say these horses used to crap on my floors, but it never bothered me too much. I never mentioned it to anyone. I didn't want to make a thing out of it, but if we're clearing the air, well, that happened and it's okay. I mean, recently, too. But I'm saying it was okay.
I think we all took that for granted, Ron.
It would have been okay if any of you wanted to crap on my floors. I just want to say that. I would have cleaned up after any of you if you crapped on my floor.
Hey, dog. If I come over to your house, can I crap on your floor?
No.
You're not as generous as Ron.
Yeah, I guess not. Some things we just can't be. I was thinking about when all those canned carrots showed up in the mail. Right. So Nagi's right. The core of this town is kind of gone now, so it's like their reason for being isolated is gone.
Yeah, because it was all to protect the horses.
Right.
And small rural towns, like, this happens like surprisingly often.
This is an extremely realistic tale that I can see happening.
It's usually like the mine shut down and nobody has a job anymore. But that's less poetic than the horses.
Right. No flavor to them. Some of them were gray, just awful.
That's bad carrots.
Okay, these are for the neighbors, sure. But the neighbors wouldn't touch them. Even the raccoons steered clear. And then, of course, Consolidated sent us an invoice for every can we'd opened already made out in company script. How do you like that?
Sons of bitches.
Okay, I guess we better move on. Weather turned out okay today, didn't it?
Oh, man. So the poem for the out-of-towner wasn't like a puppy love crush, as I first assumed.
No.
I feel like a jerk.
If you do stay, you'll be building on top of a grave, but that's true anywhere. The whole world is built on top of graves. Look for me under your boot soles.
Nah, that first one ain't true.
Yeah.
That's a lot of nutrients going into the ground. What are you talking about?
I like the second one.
No.
It's just the bones.
But it could be ghost bones. I've given up trying to make actual poetic structure out of these. It's all free.
Yeah, it's pretty freeform. Then we buried the horses.
I've heard of a land of joy and peace and wonderful life. A beautiful place of mansions fair and skies so bright, where all who believe the Savior dear forever shall stay. And having been saved by grace divine, I'm going that way. I'm going that way. I'm going that way. Yes, dear, the Savior I adore is with me each day. I'm clinging to Him and never to stray. Just singing praises all day long. I'm going that way. Well, glorious news I tell and sing as onward I go. For those who are still astray in sin, my Savior may know. I want them to sing that praise above some beautiful day. For glory to Him who died for me, I'm going that way. I know I shall meet Him at the gate when trials are past. I know I shall meet Him face to face in glory at last. Oh, I believe that when we meet, well done, He'll say. While trusting my soul redeemed in love, I'm going that way. I'm going that way. I'm going that way. Yes, dear, the Savior I adore is with me each day. I'm clinging to Him and never to stray. Just singing praises all day long. I'm going that way.
And then they left.
That was a really cool shot.
Yeah.
Prince. Bound.
They did a really good job with these cat animations. Also, did
fluid,
you notice
nice.
Johnny and Junebug are wearing black?
Oh, yeah. Look at that. And Junebug like toned down her hair.
Well, they're like monochrome now.
Well, no one wants to show up at the funeral.
In bright colors.
Seems a bit disrespectful, you'd think. As everybody walks off into the sunset.
I think we're walking to the home. Right down the road.
5 Catwood Drive. He went between her legs. Like a cat would.
Hey, Weaver.
Oh, hey, friend. I was wondering when you'd turn up.
The end.
But I think maybe not quite.
No?
Looks like there's an epilogue.
Where?
See the ring of dots around the bobby pin?
Yeah.
See how there's one left unfilled? And a line between 5 and 1? Is that not?
I don't know. Everything's crossed out. Is there an epilogue that I don't know about? I wouldn't be surprised if that's it.
I don't know. The GUI here suggests that there would be, but I may just be wrong.
Well, either way, thank you for joining us tonight, folks. That was a pretty good Act 5. And it didn't really meander that much either. It like pretty much got into the point. You have to do Carrington's storyline to get it, starting in like Act 1. Oh, it's like a special thing? It's a hidden thing? Oh, I might have to look that up. Interesting.
That sounds like something that would take much more time investment.
Yeah. Let's see who we can host over to. And thank you, Psych, for that raid. Thank you, Wobbly Python, for that donation earlier as well. I had whatchamacallit off, notifications off during this stream, but